Welcome to the American Dream. I'm your host, Milaina West, and today we're going to be talking to the owner, Sean Drought of Taps Public House here in Mill Creek, Washington. We're also going to have a conversation about the Port of Everett and what's to come. Let's go check it out. Sean, thanks so much for meeting me here at Taps Public House in Mill Creek. Can you tell me a little bit about how you guys came up with the concept for these locations?
Yeah, well, my partners and I are all food guys. Our whole lives, we've been in the hospitality industry. And along the way, we all knew that we wanted to do something on our own. We knew that we wanted something different as far as the service style. We wanted an approachable menu, but a really cool vibe as far as the spot goes. And we landed on Tapped as our first venture to spread hospitality into the communities that we're in.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I know community is super important to you guys. Can you tell me a little bit about how you're integrating the community with your restaurants?
Yeah, I think the most important piece is that we wanted to impact the communities we lived in first. Mm-hmm. We really wanted to be part of the fabric of some of the nonprofits that were operating, schools, make an impact on families that we knew, and we wanted to do business where we lived. That was the most important piece when we started. We only looked at locations in areas that we were raising our families. We really wanted to give back, and the only thing we know how to do is food and beverage and hospitality.
Yeah.
And kind of those two things blended together helped us to create the style of brand and the involvement in the communities that we decided to take on.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, let's talk about the food, because that's partly why I'm here. I actually love the food here. It is not the typical bar food that you would find. So how did you guys come up with the menu, and are you sourcing your ingredients local?
We try to design the menu to be really approachable and special at the same time, so there's a balance. Mm-hmm. We use as many local ingredients as we can. We like to know where our food's sourced. If we can use organic, we will. And seasonality definitely plays a big piece into how we make decisions as well. But at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we can execute dishes at a high level. So we try to keep things simple, but special.
That's great. Can you tell me what you are most proud of being an owner at Taps?
Yeah. It's easy. Definitely the team.
Okay.
I tell people that, we're not really in the food business, we're in the hospitality business, and anybody can buy the same meat that we use for our burger. Anybody can buy the same buns we use. Anybody can buy the beers that we serve, even though we're super proud of the relationships that we've built with some local breweries and cider spots and some of the farms that we use. But anybody has access to that. There's only one thing that somebody else can't replicate, and that's our team and our people and our culture and our vibe and our values. And so for me, we have just an amazing group of humans that are all here because they also want to make an impact in the community, and more than anything, they like spending time with the guests. And nobody can take that from us. So that's definitely what I'm most proud of. And as we grow, it gives us the opportunity to impact that many more families.
Dive in a little bit into the Port of Everett. It's now labeled Restaurant Row, so I'd like to know, how did that come about?
One, it makes sense geographically for us. It would be a central hub for our other 3 Tap locations. All 3 owners just really think Everett as a city is just a really cool place that's moving in a neat direction.
Yep.
And we kind of want to be part of that. It's just a brand new vibe and part of the city that didn't exist before.
thank you guys so much for meeting with our local business owners and talking about their deep love for hospitality and culinary arts here in the Pacific Northwest. I'm your host, Milaina West, and this is The American Dream.